to be uploaded so you can watch them later. Yes, Fangula, we're going to have lots of LA Noire stuff. We're going to do our traditional walkthroughs with LA Noire, where we do full, high-definition, beautiful captures. We're also going to be doing live streams. We've got tonight's live stream is going to be captured, and Ryan Mitz, who's on the game normally, is going to be capturing his live streams as well. So you're going to have lots of opportunity to see lots of great LA Noire action. Joshua, you're a fan of RPGs. What's my favorite genre? I love RPGs. Any game that'll allow me to get fully invested in a story is exactly the kind of game for me. As I mentioned earlier and showed you, Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game of all time. So that speaks to how much I do love a good RPG. I also like sports games. I'm a giant Madden nerd, mostly because I'm a big football fan. That is definitely something that I consider myself a big fan of. And what else? What else am I a fan of? What else is good out there in the world? Action fighters. I do like fighters, like Mortal Kombat and Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Basically, any game where I can play as characters who I want to be or want to play as, then I'm a fan of it. How about you? I know you said you like RPGs, but what are some of your guys' favorite genres? What kind of games do you guys like to play? I am very curious. I always like to see what kind of games people are fans of. You know, it's very interesting to me because fans of each genre are so eclectic and different, each in their own right. Theus Brothers wants to know if there's multiplayer in this game. There is co-op action. Unfortunately, it is not online co-op. That would be super cool. But, alas, the only co-op available in this is with another person at the controls. In fact, I will probably be live streaming someone helping me co-op this in the future. Just because I do want to show you guys what that's like. It is pretty fun. Naruto Fan 2014 wants to know if anyone at the office plays MMORPGs. In fact, we have several players at our office who do MMORPGs. We've got some pretty hardcore MMORPG players actually. They're really good, particularly WoW. Mike is a big time WoW player. Deep story, especially like Dead Space. Oh, I love Dead Space. Dead Space was great. Pretty implicitly because it had a great story. That was a great game. I loved getting into that one. I actually played it all the way through on the iPad too. I played the iPad version, and that was appropriately creepy. Shockingly enough, the iPad Dead Space is good, believe it or not. I haven't played Dead Space 2 yet, though. And obviously I hear that game is fantastic. And I loved the first one so much, so that's just more a matter of timing than anything else. I haven't really had the opportunity to sit down with it. Do I like the Tekken franchise? I respect the Tekken franchise, just like I respect the Virtua Fighter franchise. They're just not as fun for me because, you know, it's a lot more skilled fighting. It's blocks, it's kicks. It's not crazy move, bah, 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 jump, 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 bah, bah, combo, you know, craziness like that. No fatalities in Tekken. Oh yeah, Lieutenant, if you have an iPad and you haven't yet played Dead Space on the iPad, it's a solid game. And you can usually get it for a good price because iPad games don't tend to cost as much and go on sale quite frequently. Hearing that Dead Space 2 is much better than Dead Space 1 is great. Because like I said, I love Dead Space 1. So that means I will probably also love Dead Space 2. What does that do? Absolutely nothing. I need to go upstairs. Is Michael Jackson The Experience any good? No, absolutely not. Avoid it like the plague. Just do Dance Central. Dance Central, a far better experience than Michael Jackson. If you like Michael Jackson's music, by all means, listen to his music. It's fantastic. But the game, the experience, is just a wasted mess of an opportunity. Alright, how do I let loose the Lego Dogs of War in here? I need to get to this cannon, I guess. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to kill you, sumo dude. Oh, strong guy. Yeah, he can grab it. Are we gonna get Duke Nukem Forever? Of course we are. Although honestly, I don't think it's gonna come out. I don't believe it until I see it. I don't care that they say it's coming out and there's a release date. You can reserve it at GameStop. I'll believe it when I'm playing it. That's when I'll be playing. That's when I'll be believing it's Duke Nukem Forever. Do I think $60 for a video game is outrageous? I think $60 for a video game is certainly a high price, but it depends on how much experience you're getting out of it. Something like Fallout 3 or Oblivion or even old school Final Fantasy 7, you're getting so much gameplay for $60 that I think that would be worth it in a lot of instances. But for something like a movie adaptation, a poor movie adaptation no less, or a party game or something, $60 just doesn't seem like a fair price. Is Portal 2 any good of a game? Oh my god, Portal 2 is epically awesome. This is a classic through and through. It's funny, it's challenging, it's everything you want in a game without resorting to vulgarity and violence. Which is funny that more people don't embrace it for that. But what can you say? Oh no, I fell off the ship. That happens. Elder Scrolls Skyrim. See, yeah, Elder Scrolls Skyrim, that's going to be worth $60. In fact, that might even be worth more than $60. The amount of... Oh, okay. I see what's happening. The amount of gameplay people are going to get out of that game is going to far be worth the price of admission. LA Noire is another example of a game that is very, very likely worth every penny. That is a game that is going to offer a long gameplay experience, an intense story, and significant replay value. And those are elements that are really, really important if you want to be a worthwhile $60 game. Portal 2 is a great game. I don't know if you heard me when I said it. I will say it again. It is a great game. Oh no! And I keep falling off the ship. So I'm gonna go with these other guys. Being all trampoliny. There we go. Getting back up. Oh, alright, gotta fight. One thing I do appreciate about this game is while the fighting mechanics are very simplistic, you just hit one button over and over again, square. It's not the same animation over and over again. In fact, when you do several hits in a row, you'll do thrusts and parries and other, actually some very funny things from time to time. And that, is, it makes a slightly less repetitive experience, which is good and awesome. Let's fight my way onto the ship so I can meet the rest of my crew. Ooh, I need a hammer guy, and an explodey guy, and a strong guy. I got an explodey guy. Oh, he can't explode that, so what good does that explodey guy do for me? Anything on the next Assassin's Creed? All I know about the next Assassin's Creed is that it is going to be... Oh, you're all the way back here. It is going to be using the same mocap technology that LA Noire is using right now for telling.